And we're back.
Good.
I fucking love this.
So good, dude. So good.
Beats by Dan. I didn't make the beat. That's a lie. I just downloaded it.
Full disclosure, folks, he didn't make it.
I just downloaded it. If you want to freestyle over it, feel free. You know what I mean?
Send it to us.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely send it to us.
That'd be fucking dope.
Just add that music in.
That'd be so cool.
We'll do it.
So what's up, man? What you been up to?
Life.
Light. Oh, bro. Preaching to the choir.
Shaved.
Looks good. You look good, man.
I had the fucking full-grown fucking face of beauty.
What's the hat piece today?
You probably wouldn't even know.
You
probably wouldn't even know.
Man, should have discussed that pre-lobby.
You wouldn't even know.
You might be right, dude. I'm embarrassed now. I wish I didn't ask.
Greatest Western movie.
Okay, hold on. Let me guess. Tombstone?
Yeah.
What is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. Woohoo!
Right. 1 for 1 so far, folks. If you're keeping score.
You're good. You know, I mean, that was the only hint I had to give you. That's actually pretty good. Because there's a lot of like great Westerns that you could have picked from. Right?
I almost just said Wyatt Earp, and I think that was just too generic.
Yeah, but like I couldn't say Wyatt Earp because there was a Wyatt Earp movie with Kevin Costner.
That's what I thought. What was Wyatt Earp in Tombstone?
That was a double VHS movie too. That was a fatty. That was a 2 VHS cassette tape joint. Yeah, man. And that's why I only watched it one time, if that.
It's like a 4-hour movie, man.
Yeah, man. Forrest Gump got me like that too. Like I watched Forrest Gump one time in full, and then every other time I've watched it, it's been in like hour parts. Like I can't do that. Yeah, man. I can't do the whole fucking. I'm gonna sit down and watch Forrest Gump right now. It's way too fucking long.
Yeah, dude. I think that's why I'm not a big movie guy.
Yeah.
Like I need you to tell me a story in 30 minutes.
That's because movies have now gotten to the point where they're like, oh no, it's got to be 2.5 hours. Like, fuck that. I got restless leg syndrome, bitch. I can't sit in a movie theater.
I need 87 minutes, Bo. 87 minutes.
Yeah.
If you can't tell me a story.
I need $1.30. You give me an hour and a half, I'm good with it. I'm in and I'm out like a fucking trout. I do that all day long.
If you can't tell me a story in an hour and a half, bro.
Especially the movie theater wise. Like, listen, if I'm at home, I can do it because I can go take a joint break and I can come back and I can
pause.
Exactly, right? But I can't go to the movie theater and sit in it for 2.5 hours with fucking Becky kicking the back of my seat. Oh, fuck that.
When's the last time you went to the movie theater?
The last Minions, not the last Minions movie come up, but the one prior to that. I took my kid to it.
Sad Life. I think the last movie I went to was one of those Hotel Transylvanias.
Yeah. See, but I don't mind going to kids' movies in the afternoon, like on a weekday and shit. Like, cause I'm like, no, like I'll take you out of school and we'll go to a movie type dad. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not going on the weekend where it's gonna be packed.
No, we're gonna only 3 people in here.
Yeah, 100%. We make you feel like you got the whole movie theater. Where you want to sit? The world is your oyster.
You can sit over here. I'll sit over here.
Yeah. If you pick that fucking front seat though, where I got to sit like this the whole time,
you're walking home. You're walking home. You want to walk?
So, baseball is back, and I had to ask you: do you do just college baseball, or do you do MLB?
I love baseball, man.
Either.
I do. I mean, I love baseball. I'm a big minor league baseball guy. I mean, I got the Durham Bulls right up the street.
I think we had this talk last time with the Savannah Bananas and shit. You were talking about Durham Bulls.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That's where Bull Durham, the movie.
Yeah. It's funny that I didn't.
Kevin Costner,
I didn't put 2 and 2 together until you had just said that because it's been forever asking this shit. But
somebody fact check me on that. I don't know if Kevin Costner was actually in that movie.
I don't even know.
I don't know either. I just said it like
hold on.
I said it like a fact.
Who's in Bull Durham?
Okay, I found this on the web for who is in Boulderham. Check it out.
That didn't help me at all, Siri.
Mm-mm. Your Siri is much nicer
Siri,
to you.
was Kevin Costner in Bull Durham?
Here's what I found from
Wikipedia. He was. So was Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon.
Film Bull Durham, starring Kevin Costner.
That's enough of you, Siri. Thanks. Thanks for your help, bro.
Ooh. I'm 2 for 2, guys. If we're keeping score, 2 for 2.
Points on the board.
Let's do this.
So you're not a huge MLB fan then? You're just like, the minors.
No, I mean my best friend Chef is a huge Yankees fan. Like originally from New York.
Probably a Lakers and Cowboys fan too.
No. I mean, he's like me. Like, he loves sports. He'll watch pickleball if it's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he doesn't miss Yankees games.
I don't know many real Yankee fans that like, and the reason I say like Lakers and Cowboys is because like they just dick ride the championship teams.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, your
He's
law of
legit.
averages. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna win at least one championship a decade. I can root for these guys.
It's been like 19 years since the Yankees won a chip.
It's been fucking
A long time.
1,000 years since the Cowboys have won a fucking title.
They won't ever do it, dude.
Shit.
Never. Jerry's
No.
got to go. Anyway, song for another night.
See, but that's the thing. Jerry can't go because he's the owner.
I
And
know.
there's not many teams where they don't have a GM. Like the Patriots don't got a GM. They got Bill. And Bill sucks at drafting, but he's good at the rest of the shit. Like, I'll give him – he's good at fucking getting dudes to work for one another, right? But, man, you need a good GM, and you need your owner to fucking not pretend to be the GM.
You need the owner to just write the checks,
Just
bro.
write checks.
Just write the check, man.
Just fucking
Just
write checks.
Write the checks and
And
PR
collect.
it if you want. Like, I don't know.
You get to write the checks, and you get to collect the checks. You're
Yeah.
doing fucking great. You know what I mean? Your job is simply signatures.
And you
Who's
don't.
hired?
And you can probably pay somebody to do that. Just get a stamp.
Certified.
Yes, sir.
Certified.
But yeah,
So-
the owners in sports who dabble too much in their team,
Yeah.
I think ruins their team.
Now you can be the fun one like Mark Cuban and fucking just sitting in the seats and enjoying the games and yelling at the fucking refs and shit like that.
But he's got a GM, a president, an
Yeah.
operations guy. All
Yeah.
he does is make
Because
checks.
he's a businessman and he knows at the end of the day he ain't a GM, and you need to put the best people in position to make your investment be profitable and be the best that it can be.
Yeah.
So, and to like the Patriots side of thing, like when you win 6 titles, it's hard to fucking knock what is being done. But
True.
the years that the Patriots won their titles, they had really good dudes in the building that were helping Bill be the GM that he is, right? So it's interesting because right now they don't have those dudes, and that's why they've been sucking.
I would have to look up how many those dudes they drafted other than Brady and how many of those dudes they picked up free agency. They played 3 years and they're gone.
But they get really good draft guys, like, but they don't get the wide receiver right. Like, there's just certain pieces that he doesn't get right. Like defensive guys, fuck, Bill nails them. You'll get Devin McCoy, and you'll get fucking Dante Hightower. Like, you'll get fucking ballers, right? But you don't get the guys that score points. You don't draft those. He can't draft wide receivers for shit.
No, I think
So
I wouldn't draft a wide receiver either, though. I would
they
go get somebody who's
drafted
played in the NFL.
Harry over AJ Brown, over DK Metcalf, over a fuck ton of other fucking talented motherfuckers. So
I wonder if that's like playing the Moneyball situation like the A's did.
that's trying to outsmart the fucking room.
True, but
That's-
it's work.
Yeah, but like that motherfucker could have been available in the 3rd round, and you would have got him for less money. When you take someone in the 1st round, you're paying the money and you're putting pressure on them. And that some dudes is built to be diamonds, and some dudes can't handle the pressure.
100%.
I need the dude that's built to be a fucking diamond.
100%.
So, you know, but that being said, segue into our next combo of teed up. From Tony Ayo to John Cena to the NCAA women's basketball finals, or even before the finals.
Which was amazing.
Shit, you can't see me. A lot of people don't
we
know
gotta talk about that.
What?
We gotta talk about that.
Well, we have to talk about it for 3 reasons, okay? For 3 reasons. One, and this is the most important reason, trash talk is fucking beautiful. I don't give a shit, okay? Trash talk is amazing, and it's what builds rivalries in the game. And in your men's side of college basketball, you're not getting rivalries as much anymore because you're one and done bullshits. You're not getting dudes hating other dudes and other players or having that competitive fucking moxie where they'll rub it in your face and shit because they ain't gonna see you again. You one and done, we out, see ya. So only certain guys or certain players are gonna have that. These were 2 high caliber star players going back and forth, like doing it, right? Like Caitlin was doing her thing leading up to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she talked her shit against Louisville. She talked her shit against fucking South Carolina and shit. I don't have a problem with any of that transpired. Okay.
No, I don't think Caitlin does.
Secondly, we are 3 days, 4 days afterwards. The men's game was played after, and ain't nobody talked about it, and ain't nobody talking about it now. We're still talking about the women's fucking final. So, brings me my third point. My third point being, we fucking see you. You could sit here and say you can't see me, but we all see you. And women's fucking basketball is on point right now.
And shout out to that respect.
Fuck,
like respect,
man, dude. It, like I said, it takes a certain thing to gravitate to pull people in, right? And you were getting a LSU team that was fucking flashy and fucking outspoken and wicked, and you were getting an Iowa team that was not as flashy, obviously. I mean, fucking the LSU's coach looks like fucking Don Cherry fucking on steroids with them suits.
Put a pin in that. I need to speak on that.
On who?
I need to speak on the outfit. Just put a pin in that.
Oh, dude,
put a pin in that.
Outfits are game.
Keep going.
But like the Iowa team was hardworking. Like they were two really good fucking teams.
Iowa got hot at the right time.
Yeah, but like if you look at the men's side of it, yeah, UConn's great, but San Diego State got no pull outside of California. Ain't nobody wanted to see that fucking team in the final. But if you looked at the women's side, LSU versus Iowa is a pretty good fucking matchup. You get one of the best players in the country versus one of the best teams in the country. So it was great. I fucking loved it.
I'll say this, and I've said it a million times. I'll say it. The NCAA tournament, men or women's, that's the hardest championship to win in all of sports, in my opinion.
Fuck ton of games.
That is a tough thing to do, to win 5, 6, whatever it is in a row. Not always the most talented, not always the best team wins that tournament. So I'm not going to take anything away from UConn for winning.
No, because you can't.
But no, you cannot. But I will say, I feel like UConn, other than 1999 when they had to play Duke, they just get the right draw, man.
But that's the luck of it. That's why
it is, and that's why I'm not taking anything away,
right? Because you get these crazy. That's why it's hard to build a bracket, because there's so many fucking stupid upsets every time. And you're like, how in the fuck did that team beat that team? But this shit happens.
And then you got me as a fan going, all we had to do was get past Tennessee.
But then who knows?
True.
You know what I mean? Like you could have got past Tennessee and buried them, and then fucking stunk up the next game. It like that's the thing with like football. It's any given Sunday, and most playoffs and most championships aren't 1-in-1 game fucking series, right?
No.
They're usually a 7-game series or something of a 5-game or whatever to test it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the NBA got that play-in game. I think it's just a 1-game thing where you win it, you're in. You lose it, you're not, right? Like, but there's not many fucking postseasons that are fucking. That's why the World Cup is so cool, because it's just a 1-game elimination. You either perform the day you're supposed to, or you're fucking done.
Yeah.
There's no. Oh, we'll get them next game. We'll even the series. We'll get back in the series. No, motherfucker, you won't, because you're done. So it is hard, because you got to be fucking at the top of your game, game in, game out, game in, game out. And not only on the top of your game, you have to counter them at the top of their game. So if you're lucky, you get bottom-tiered schools, and you get bottom-tier schools that are having their typical night, not their Super Bowl night. Not their fucking game. Because some teams...
my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
And not one fan or one school is sitting there saying, man, I really wish we'd got to play the 2 seed. No, you don't. You're super okay playing that 9 seed. Don't lie. Don't lie.
And anybody who tells you any different is a liar.
100%.
Because the odds are that you are going to beat the 9th seeded team.
Sure.
That's the odds.
And you don't want to play the better team.
Fuck no.
There's 5 NBA players on it.
Risk and reward. You mean so? But
those outfits. That was the only thing. Listen, she must have robbed my grandma's closet or something like that. That was straight out of the 90s, dude.
I used to always make fun of Don Cherry's suits and say he looked like he cut up my grandmother's love seat and sewed it into a suit.
Yep.
And like she's right up there. Mulkey is right up there, man. And some of them, but like I said to my wife, I was like, "Is she from? That's Louisiana. Like
that's Southern shit, bro. That's Southern shit,
right? That's the fucking peacock, right? Like you flaring it up. You let people see you when you walk in the room.
I was like at Velour Spinner. She looks like a spinnerbait, bro. I said she flashed you like a spinnerbait, bro.
She do. Hey, she caught a big fucking fish too. Look at that title
did. Congrats to her.
Hey,
congrats to LSU.
Yeah.
I have no problem with trash talking. I love me a little trash talk. I'm trying to get in your head every fucking time, whether it's on a video game or on the court.
The ring pointing thing. Listen, Steph Curry did it last year in the finals. Aaron Donald did it in the Super Bowl. So let's not act like it's fucking this. Oh my God, I can't believe she did that. She's classic. No, motherfucker. She learned from fucking everybody else that's doing the same shit too. When you got that chance to walk your walk and talk your talk, and fucking do it.
Caitlyn doesn't have a problem with it. Why does anybody else?
Because everybody else needs to get on their soapbox and make it something that it's not. And,
welcome to America, brother.
God. And I just sit up here in the north and just look down and laugh because sometimes it's funny like that. Listen,
I'm gonna live in your basement one day.
The only thing that makes me laugh is like people are John Cena, Tony Ayo. This is where it started with G Unit, little Tony Ayo video. John Cena, but John Cena made it. Like, if John Cena never did it, nobody would know that Tony Ayo did that in a music video except for a couple G Unit fans and Tony Ayo and the boys in G Unit. Like,
shout out to Tony Ayo for being the realest G Unit, by the way.
Really? You're gonna say he was the realest? I like
I think he was the realest.
Lloyd Banks had the best solo career outside of them.
Yeah, okay. I'm just
Topic for another day.
Banks was probably the only real one.
Do another podcast.
You're right.
I think we should do a second podcast, and we'll just call it D's Nuts, and we'll just talk about crazy shit all the time because you a D and I'm a D, and we nuts. So
D's Nuts.
Call it D's Nuts.
Oh man, that's gonna get flagged quick.
Shit. All right. Hold on. Check this out. Remember how last time we were talking about like, it'd be cool if I could do some cutscenes. I still can't do cutscenes, but check this out. That's the request of the week. We just
love it.
Just cutscene that bitch in there.
Icy.
Request of the week. So, obviously, I make T-shirts. I make designs. I make them via request. Hence the custom in the custom tees part. At Eddie the Great 84. That's EDDIE or EDDIE. The Great 84. I think that's probably the year he was born. He hit me with a wrestling tee request for one of the newer wrestlers. I never even heard of them before. Like, listen, when you talk about old school wrestlers, shit, I know them. You mean Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, Coco Beware. That's my era. Like Junkyard Dog, fucking that's my era.
The New World Order Squad.
See, and that's even later in my era. Like,
is it okay? That's my wheelhouse.
Part of my era was like Hulk Hogan versus the nobodies, right? Like some jobber would come down and fucking, some little tighty whities, and Hulk Hogan would just give him the shittiest leg drop. Like that was the finishing move. Like old wrestlers' finishing moves were the lamest. Like Hulk Hogan's finishing move was just a basic leg drop.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was his.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I think Macho Man just off the turnbuckle one time.
What'd Ric Flair do?
Flashy, right? Nowadays, it's fucking, you got to do like 32 flips and hit fucking every. Oh yeah, you got to do some flashy ass shit, right? Rey Mysterio got the coolest finishing move ever.
Oh yes.
Yes. Kicked you in the face. You're like, which one of y'all just kicked me? That little dude.
Oh yeah, dude. There.
But so he hit me with the wrestler's name is Tyler Bate, aka I'm assuming British Strong Boy or Big Strong Boy. He must be British. But anyways, he hit me with the request. Wanted him kind of doing the flex with the text. So obviously he asked. I had to deliver, bring it to life. Eddie actually been hitting me with requests for a long time too. So shout out to Eddie for that. He said that the official wrestling tees are kind of whack. So, that's why he hit me up to do it. But at the same time, the cool thing is if he thinks that the wrestling tees are whack, there's probably a bunch of other wrestling fans that think that the wrestling tees is whack. So you guys can call me and hit me up too. And shit, your favorite wrestler could be on a DC4L custom tee.
I do agree with him. I'm not a wrestling fan, but I've seen these wrestling shirts, and they remind me of the shirts that are sold at like the North Carolina State Fair.
But they're expensive.
I know. Yeah. I mean,
that's the thing. Like,
it's tough spending a lot of money on something that is not fresh.
But a design is a design. Like, my whole outlook on designs are to each their own, right?
Sure.
It'll speak to somebody, right? But if your price point is super high and your design is super mid, then you're going to lose a lot of customer acquisition. You could have had a lot of people buying that shirt, but you outpriced it and you underperformed on it. So when I make a shirt, like, I really don't care about anybody except for the person that's requesting it, right? So as long as they love it, then I'm good with it. And I still will put it up for everybody, right? But I have some people that will see a design that I do and go like, oh, dude, I love this part of it. So can you do something else? And that's what I'll do, right? Like, so.
It sounds like me. You talking about me?
Well, no, not just you are one of those guys. You're like, hey, I like that Duke design you did. Can you just add some of my shits to it too? You know, throw a little gold. I don't give a fuck on there for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But no, so like, honestly, like, if you're a wrestling fan, I check out my wrestling shirt. So on the website, like, if you just go to dc4lcustomtees.com,
right at the bottom of the screen, folks.
Yeah, that too. But if you're scrolling down, like midway down the homepage there, you'll see a bunch of fucking tags. So there'll be like movies and movies and football and just certain words like LA, Boston. If you click those, it'll take you to just that specific type of shirt. So if you want to just deal with the movie shirts or the wrestling shirts, just click wrestling and it'll take you to all of the wrestling shirts that are on my site, and you can pick and choose, or you can look at the designs and go, I got an inspiration from that one. I want this person done in that style. And I mean, that's how easy it is. So yeah.
To this day, one of my favorites that you've ever done was that Mac Miller joint.
Which one? I've done a couple Mac joints.
The one with the piano?
Yeah.
To this day, that's still one of my favorite.
On the street lines, there's the keys.
And you hit it with the lyrics. Like, oh man.
Yes.
Best day
ever. Not a lot of people notice too. On the top of the building, it says 92 Infinity.
I didn't notice that. Good stuff.
Just
the
devils in the details.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't really have a segue for this one or a cool cut screen yet. I had a picture of the tweet that she posted, but I can't figure out how to add it here yet. I'll learn. It'll happen.
We're gonna get there.
Our customer shout out of the week is actually a really cool one this week for a couple reasons, and I'll explain. At Steeler Hart. So that's pretty easy. Just at Steeler Hart. Not Kevin Hart style, but like my heart inside
like
my
a heart.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable.
I know.
Could have been adorably. Adorable.
Adorably hearted.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, it is.
I can make dad jokes because I am a dad. So she won a free shirt in a little contest that we did. And actually also, so she won the shirt and I was like, yo, fire me a DM with your shipping details, yada, yada, yada. And then she did that. But then she also said, hey, I also have a request as well.
Bing bong.
Which is really cool. So
lifetime customer already.
Won a free shirt and then requested a shirt in the same time frame. So I did the request for her. Now listen, she is by far the official biggest Deontay Johnson fan out there. Like there's nobody bigger. You find someone that's a bigger fan of his on Twitter, I'll give them a free shirt. No, legit. She is the biggest fan of him, DJ 18 of the Steelers that I've seen on Twitter. So that was obviously what she requested, was that. That was also the free shirt she won too. She posted both of them with a nice little thank you to it, and which to me, listen.
Shout out to the post.
Yeah, no, real talk. The post, it means a lot to me. So I give away free shirts. I do it all the time. I have no problem. I've given away more free shirts in a year than you've bought in your life, probably. And I know how many shirts you buy because you buy them from me. So,
Full disclosure, folks.
Hey,
full disclosure.
I give away a lot of shirts, and I don't mind. I donate a lot of money to charity. I do shirts, and I donate the money to charity. I don't care, right? So, but to me, the free shirt is my form of advertising. That's my advertising dollar at work. So, because I have companies and people that ask me, like, hey, do you want to give us some money and we'll drop your commercial or we'll drop an ad on our podcast for you, or we'll mention you at our event, or we'll tweet about you. And I just can't do it because I never got a return on investment when I did them originally. So right. I was like, no, fuck that. Grassroots. Only way I'm going to do this is organically. So I will give you a free shirt. You win it. But if you don't post it out there, it does absolutely nothing for me. And that, like, I don't have 27 boxes of shirts out back here, okay? That's not what we do. Everything is print to order. So when I give away a free T-shirt, I'm physically paying for that shirt myself out of my own pocket, and I'm shipping it out of my own pocket.
We're not sponsored by Bud Light yet, guys. So
I'm not sponsored by anybody light. So, I mean, fucking, I'm light on the sponsorship. That's what I am. So
word of mouth is the best advertisement, though, right?
It really is. And it's organic. Like, I like organic shit. I like real shit. I like honesty. I like people who go, hey, I got this shirt from this guy, and he made it the way that I wanted it to be made, and it was awesome. And if that happens, then people like it, people retweet it, people see me, people see what I do, and then it grows from there. So believe me when I tell you, if you post my shirts, I fucking love you for it. And surprisingly enough, the people who post the shirts the most are the ones who buy them, not the ones that I give away for free. So when I do give you a shirt for free and you do post it, it really does mean a lot to me. It also means a lot to me when you buy it and post it too. So don't get it twisted. Don't think that, like, hey, Dan only wants the fucking freebies to be posted. No.
That retweet
if you
train,
love it,
man.
Post it, right? If you
All
got
about
the
that
shirt,
retweet train.
100%. Because listen, I'm not a big boy in the market game. I don't have a fucking capital in the back and that I can spend. And I mean, I would love to be t-shirt cannon and fucking shirts at every sporting event, right? But I'm not there yet. And I say yet because I will get there.
On the way.
It's going to happen. You have to speak things into fruition. So,
yes, sir.
At Steeler Heart, thank you so much for the request, for the post, and just for rocking with us. We appreciate it.
Hey, good luck this year to the Steelers.
Yeah, man. If the Steelers win, your boy going to be rich. Because Steelers fans and Raiders fans, like I tell you, if either one of them can go deep in a playoff run or win it all, shit, I'll be happy. Because it's been a while since they won, and I mean, I think they've requested all of the title shirts that they can request from back in the days. They need new titles to request.
I like the Steelers, man, just because of Tomlin, dude. Like, that's an old school coach, bro.
I like Tomlin. I like Tomlin a lot for multiple reasons, but like the players love him.
Mm-hmm. He's a straight shooter too.
100%.
Straight shooter,
right? So. And that to me is a huge thing. Like, if you're going to be a leader of men, you have to be respected by men. And if you're not respected in that locker room and in that fucking space, your team won't follow you. So
but you also have to show respect too, because these are grown men.
It's a reciprocating thing. If you gotta earn it, and you gotta show it, and you gotta give it back, right? So. And that's life in general, whether that's sports, and that's why I'm a big fan of sports in general, because it teaches you certain things like that.
So many things.
So, promo. The promos that we've been doing ain't been working. Okay. And that's nobody's fault but mine, because we don't have a lot of people watching yet. We will get there where there'll be a lot of people. Again, that word "yet" is a key thing for me, because if I just dropped a period and said, hey, we don't have enough, period, well, then I'm ending my sentence and I'm ending my trial. So yet's the big thing for me, because it's going to happen. I got to leave. There's no period on the end of that. It was a yet. So what I'm going to do going forward is this, and I think this is fun as fuck. Every podcast that we do, I'm just going to give away a free shirt to somebody. Beforehand, I will go through my Twitter. I'll find out who's following me, who retweets my stuff, who is who engages with me on a level. And I'm gonna just randomly throughout the podcast, just throw your fucking name out there and be like, at Jim Stam 22, you just want a free shirt, and you got to DM me and just say the word "Print the Shirt Podcast." That's actually 4 words. You gotta say that.
Just the Shirt Podcast. Yes, sir.
That means you listened and you won. And then just say "Print the Shirt Podcast," and then let me know what shirt you want and the size, and
retweet the podcast.
And definitely retweet the podcast, because the more people that listen to this, the better it is for everybody involved. And then me and D just ain't sitting here recording our conversations like weirdos.
But we'll do it. I mean, it's fine.
At Jim Stam 22, you are the winner this week. You just weren't an example. You were an example, but you were also the winner. So congratulations.
Good stuff, Jim. I hope you listen.
Yeah. And then like I'm not gonna do it at the same spot in the podcast every day. It'll be in a weird spot. Like me and you will just be in the middle of a conversation, D, and
throw a name out.
Fucking throw it out there, boom, free shirt, and so you're gonna actually have to listen to the podcast to claim your prize.
Maybe we need to draw a name out of a hat.
No, fuck that. Because if I draw names out of a hat, then that means multiple people would have to enter, and then it would be a long process. So
you could just go through your Twitter account and be like, all right, you're in the hat, you're in the hat, you're in the hat.
But they're already in the hat, because as long as you follow me, you're in the hat.
Everybody's in the hat if you follow him. You hear that, folks?
Yeah. If you don't follow me, you're not in the hat. So your name will never get pulled. You will not get pulled. Why are we talking so fast?
I don't know.
I just looked up. It's like, man, we only did 31 minutes. The last one was like 59. Maybe that's why no one listened, because it was like an hour, and people were like, I can't commit an hour.
It's good content, though.
It is. It is. So we went through all of the things. The only thing I really didn't get to was story time with your boy Dan.
Can't wait for this one. I'm excited for this one.
So we got
a place I want to visit, folks.
100%.
A place I want to visit.
My little trip to Montreal. So I lived in this beautiful place in Canada called Nova Scotia. It's actually
I've heard of it.
It's just up from Massachusetts in the Boston area. You know. So I'm from Nova Scotia. I was at work one day, and I managed a collection agency. And listen, no one likes bill collectors.
Yeah, dude, that's shiesty.
Shiesty. Fucking stuff. But this is the real talk. This is how you got to look at it. Okay. Bill collectors have the best job security going, because people will always be in debt. Some motherfucker is always going to be in debt. So they ain't ever going to be obsolete, okay? Them motherfuckers is always going to have a job. That was my sales pitch when I hired people. Like,
you are wild.
You want to keep your job? Place for you, because guess what? Someone's always going to be in debt, and we're always going to need someone to call that motherfucker and shit.
Here's your list to start with.
So anyways, a couple of my fucking boys got off work, and I'm 40 years old. I never drove a car a day in my life. Not one fucking time. So I either walk, or I public transport, or I fucking smoke joints for drives. Grass for gas, baby. That's always been my motto. So I said to the boys, listen, I need to drive to Sackville, give me a lift home. And so okay, cool. No head. We're on our way to Montreal. We'll drop you off on the way. So I was like, all right, boys, you guys just fucking drop me off on the way. On the way to my house in Sackville, they were like, yeah, our buddy just fucking couldn't make it, and so we got an extra ticket for the premiere of Raw and SmackDown, and his hotel's already paid for. Do you want to go to Montreal with us? I was like, what?
That's the play.
This is some spontaneous shit. Like, this is how I love to try. Like, I am like I don't like plans. I like to just do shit. So like the moment it happened, and I was like, what? Okay. Let's swing by my house real quick. Let me go talk to the wife and see if this can happen. Because at that time, my 19-year-old daughter at that time would have been 3 years old.
So you got to get permission. I need a permission slip.
I didn't need a permission slip or nothing, but like, I'm supposed to be coming home after work. I can't just be like all of a sudden like, yo, honey, I'm in Montreal.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm at Raw.
you know, I'm in Montreal right now. And she would be like, what the fuck? That's like 3 provinces over.
That's 3 provinces.
What the fuck do you mean?
Dude, I love when you do the girl impressions.
Oh, God. So because my ex, that's how my ex sounded.
You're like 3 provinces away.
God. You were just supposed to come home after work. So, anywho's, I didn't come home. I did go home. So I came home. I was like, yo,
do you mind?
I'm dipping to Montreal. No, I didn't even really ask as much as like, and I did ask, but I didn't ask in so many ways. I was just like, yo, so the boys are going to Montreal and they got free ticket. It ain't gonna cost me nothing. The only thing I got to do is have food money. We got $100 that I can take so I can eat food while I'm gone. I'm not a fucking fancy guy. Like I eat out every day, right? So yeah, we're like, yeah, okay, cool. So anyways, grab some money, hopped in the fucking whip, and literally drove to fucking Montreal. And we drove to Montreal. I ain't never been to wrestling before. Like I'm not a wrestling guy.
No, you say 3 provinces. I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so it's
how far away is Nova Scotia
12 to 13 hour drive.
Jesus.
Okay. So, and listen, Dan's built for road trips. Like that's my shit. Like I love road trips.
That's not even a road trip. That is
no.
Like a road trip to me is like 3 hours to the beach.
Nah, see, fucking, I'm so like road trips. Like Halifax to Cape Breton is 5 hours, right? So we used to do that in a rip. So, anyways, 13 hours, 12 to 13 hours to get there. And obviously all the fun along the way, a bunch of fucking dudes fucking, having a ball. This was like fucking really pre-cell phone-ish camera day, like pre-cell phone camera days and shit like that. It wasn't
even
like
better.
You know what I mean? So like we're driving up the road, fucking having fucking food fights with other vehicles and shit like that. We were literally driving up the highway and I'd fucking rip open the side of the van door and fucking throw ketchup packages at the fucking and like, because we just literally, there was like 2 cars of other dudes, and I don't know, maybe we were going to the same spot, but like, because for like 6 hours, we would just be going back and forth, passing one another, and it was kind of fun. But
they were going to Raw also.
That would have been hilarious had we met them there.
100%.
But it's like I never been to a live wrestling event. Like I've been to live sporting events, and I'm fully equipped for the aura of a live sporting event. Like I love it. This shit was unmatched. This shit was fucking different. No, I'm telling you, this was fucking different. Okay. Different. So so we get into the building, right? And we get in our seats, and our seats aren't like we're not like right up next to the ring. We're like in the second row, like the second balcony. It's at the where the Montreal Canadiens play. It's at the Bell, right? And it's fucking packed. It's sold the fuck out. It's packed. And so I'm sitting down, and there's just a certain couple entrances that to this day, like I get goosebumps when the Undertaker come out. Let me tell you, that shit was.
Thank you for mentioning who was there. I was about to ask you.
Dude,
your 19-year-old daughter was 3, so this is
so live.
This is NWO, like in my wheelhouse era.
God, like no, because it was 17. Would have been like 17 years ago, 15 years ago, or something like that. Now,
yeah.
But it was like Undertaker, Rey Mysterio.
Oh yes.
Who else was there? I can't even. Those were the 2 that I remember the most because they were just like their entrances were.
When the Undertaker music comes on, it's lit. You know what's what. You know what's what. The bell toll.
But like just that whole fog filling the arena was fucked. Like I was like, dude, this is fucking another level. But like everybody was just super amped, and like just the vibe was electric. Like you didn't have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy that fucking moment. And it was super, super cool.
That's the best type of event, dude.
It really is, too. And like I had 0 expectations going into it. Like I wasn't like, oh man, fucking, I know the storylines and this better happen and this better happen. And it was a Raw and SmackDown, they're like premieres. But like I don't understand how that worked because they literally film all year round. So I don't know what a fucking premiere for the year. Like when does their season start and end?
Did they film it all like in one? Yeah. So it was like Smash or whatever, and
Raw,
then change the Raw.
SmackDown right afterwards.
So they changed the set, and it was SmackDown.
Yeah, it was fucking lit.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
But,
so was there an intermission, like a fucking play?
No, it wasn't like a play and shit like that. I don't know. I just went out and smoked joints and shit like that, and came back, and it was fucking time for the other one.
2 days later, but it's fine.
that was free for me because I didn't have to pay nothing for that. Montreal was electric because like Montreal is like Canada's Vegas. Okay, like
Can't wait
there's
to come to
clubs
Montreal, dude.
everywhere, and there's fucking like St. Catherine Street is awesome, and like it's broken down into fucking cool sections. Like you got your strip clubs here, you got your shops here. There's like a section for like the gay clubs and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's like all fucking done, and this whole street is literally just a party. Cars don't go up and down it. It's literally just people walking up and down it, and there's
So
nothing but strip clubs and fucking party spots and restaurants.
Would you say that is the Bourbon Street of Canada?
100%,
Okay.
10 times over.
Shout out to St. Catharines in Montreal.
And like just phenomenal scenery in Montreal. Like
Architecture wise and stuff.
Both architecture wise and people wise. Some of the sexiest people, fucking man or women, are in Montreal. Like,
no shit,
dude. I walked around McGill University, and I don't think I seen an ugly person there. And when I say ugly person, like I mean in totality, from looks, attitude, demeanor, the whole nine. Like there was fucking big girls that were fucking sexy as fuck because they held themselves and fucking and dressed accordingly and were beautiful and smiling and fucking friendly. And like I said, like fucking sexy to me is the totality of things. It has nothing to do with
just being nice goes a long way, dude. Just being nice goes a long way.
But that's why ugly dudes with sense of humor can fucking pull tens because
thank you.
I mean, look at you. But you smile and shit, and you got good jokes, right? So I'll look past that ugly hairdo.
We'll hang out. Oh no!
No, I'm playing. Look at me, okay? What the fuck is this? So I ain't got no room to talk about her.
Oh man. Oh man, cutting deep today. I hear you. I see you.
Hey, listen.
That's all good. It's all in fun.
That's for shots. That's for shots.
Shots.
All right, so that was that before. We dropped in 42 minutes of fun after story time with Dan. You know what I mean? We almost hit the quota for time. I like the ballpark for about 40 minutes.
A good 40 minutes, like we talked about earlier.
Like
you don't want to go too long. Exactly.
Yeah.
Bore people, man, and cut it off.
Exactly.
40, 45 minutes of us goofing.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And I haven't figured out what day we're going to keep doing them. Like right now, I keep doing them on different days because I'm going to find a day that works really good, not only for us to film it, but for others to watch it. So then that way I get some views on the shit because that's part parcel of it, right?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Next Wednesday, we're going to do this again, and we're going to bring on Chris from Fuller Spinners.
Is he from Pittsburgh? I don't want to speak for him.
He's from that area, yeah.
That's what I thought.
I don't know if it's like directly Pittsburgh, but he's definitely from PA.
I'm super excited for this dude to come on.
He just went on a fishing trip, so
I'm super excited.
Give us some fishing tales. Are you excited?
I am, dude. I've been DMing this dude, but he's super fun, man. I can't wait for this dude to be on, man. I really can't. He did a small world situation. Quick story before we end it.
Small worlds.
He was supposed to be on last week's episode, but he had to do that fishing trip that popped up or whatever. I ain't mad about it. Go get your money cut.
Go get your fish on.
But he used to run a fishing camp like right beside me almost, like in the Cherokee Mountains of North Carolina, like 4 hours away.
In a different holler?
Yeah, different holler up west from me. But I mean, like I knew when he said the lake and the spot, I knew exactly what he was talking about. I was like, that's crazy. That's a small world.
It is. And
he was like, I got some great moonshine from there. And I was like, yeah, Haywood County. Gotta love it.
You would have got some good moonshine out of there. This is good.
I'm super excited for him, man.
I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be cool. We're going to fucking see how 3 screens look on this biatch.
And we're also going to talk about fishing.
Well, yeah, and it's almost fishing season, too, for me. So
100%.
like, I'll fish all year round.
Oh, man, my cousin fish. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to save all that for next episode. Just excited, man. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah. There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. Jim Stam 22, make sure you hit me up for your free tea.
Jim Stam, congratulations, my friend.
Oh, wait. No, you can't see me. Shout out to women's basketball. Hey, we're done.
Peace, boys and girls.
Thanks again. Tune in next time, kids.